As we showed in our last family vlog, our big snow day, our farm was completely covered with snow. Yes, it was very beautiful, but after about a day or two, I'm ready for it to be gone. I'm ready to move on and get back to normal life. But the last couple days this week have been a lot different than they were last week with the snow. This week we've had days in the 50s, the 60s, and we even had a day that I think it hit 70. So we've been trying to get a number of things done around the farm. Like I said, it looks very different than when you saw it last. So we're gonna go outside, we're gonna get some work done on the farm. Here we go. Hey kids, Sail and Josiah.
Hey!
You ready to come help me out and work? And get some work done on the farm?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Okay, so right now we are in the process of making some major changes in our garden. If you've been watching our vlog for some time now, you know that our market garden was mostly composed of raised beds, big long raised beds. And we used a lot of wood and block to shape those raised beds. One of the main reasons why we did raised beds is because our property, the farm, the garden area is on a slope. So we had to basically terrace the land, and also build and set up raised beds to keep the soil that we wanted to keep it from washing away, as well as to work on building the soil up, because the soil there's a lot of clay here on the soil, and it just needed some TLC. So that was one of the main reasons why we set up raised beds in our market garden the way we did. But after experiencing it and spending time out here working in the garden, and then having a chance to visit some of the other farms like Rose Creek Farm, I have come to see that to be efficient as a market garden, I needed to change the way we did our beds. So to make it just more efficient, and so that way we can grow more, harvest more, and just work in there easy. I think raised beds that are made out of wood and block work well for homesteads, but when you get to the point where you're really trying to be a super efficient market garden, I think it's very hard to grow large quantities in raised beds like we were doing, and like some others do. You get to the point where you can't be as efficient and turn beds over as easy having raised beds. So with that said, that is one of the big things that we're working on. We haven't showed you lately, but we've been in the process of just taking all the wood out, as well as taking the block out, and we're just going to go with some natural terrace. I've been looking at some pictures from some Asiatic cultures and other cultures that used a lot of terrace in their gardening, how they terraced a lot of the land and use it naturally. They terraced it naturally. So that is the goal. I want to terrace our market garden naturally, since we have to do some terracing. But then I want to do the raised beds basically made from the soil that is already here. So as you can see here, I've started that process some already. As you may have seen in our last video about our big snow day, the caterpillar tunnel was there. So, but now it's back here behind me. And one of the things that I need to do with the rope, we're gonna need to put the rope down. The rope helps to keep the plastic on. So what we're gonna do is, I need to split our rope into two sections, two lengths. One of the things that I learned being with Ray Tyler, he said that he found out that having two ropes to hold down the caterpillar tunnel works best. So we're going to split the rope into two, so that way it's two separate ropes holding down the caterpillar tunnel. But before we do that, we actually need to split our ropes in two sections, in two lengths, and it's pretty long. I think it's 1,000 feet. I can't remember for sure, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to take our rope to the road, and we're going to stretch it all the way out and half it into two and cut it. Okay, so now that we brought the rope to the road here, What we're gonna do is we are gonna stretch the rope out all the way down, straighten it out as far as it will go.
Whoa.
So Selah, you can do that while Josiah and I hold the rope here. All right, she's way down there. I can just barely see her. Still have a little bit more to go. Selah look pretty tiny down there.
Oh.
Just about there. Bang, it's there.
Nice.
So we finally got to the end of it. So now we're just gonna fold it in half. So Josiah wants to run this down instead of just walking it. He says, he challenges me to a run. Did you challenge me to run down there? You want to race? Is that what you're saying? On your mark, get set, go. Give him a little head start. Come on, we can't get tired. We're getting tired, we didn't make it all the way yet. So she's about 1,000 feet away. We might be about 500. Come on. For some reason, I think this rope is a little longer than 1,000 feet. So maybe they gave us a little more than we paid for. Is that farther than you thought it was gonna be?
Yes, actually a little bit shorter. I thought it was going to go all the way down there.
All right, so now we have the two ends together. So what should we do next if we want them to be in half?
Cut it. Cut it.
How do you know where the half part is?
I don't know.
Ah, do you know, Josiah?
Actually, I think I might.
Where's that?
No.
Hold on, tell us. In the bend, yep, that bend should be roughly about half. So hold on, we'll go together. Go! You can run, come on. So here, Josiah has the end of the middle, or the bend. Come on out of it so we'll be able to cut it.
Have any scissors?
All right, so we'll just cut it right here. And it's frayed there, so we're gonna try to use this to send, if we can get a fire going. This wind, might do it later. That's good. All right, so we'll just, fire won't wanna go, we'll just take it and put it in a knot for now. So now we have two ropes. So the next thing we do is we gotta wind them up. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna take one of these ropes here and we're gonna wrap it around. All right, sail us in. Okay, I don't think I'm up for another workout quite like we did with that one. So this next one, we're just gonna roll it up as best we can. This is gonna be one we actually set up right away. So here we go. All right, now that we have our rope here, we're ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and attach it to our caterpillar tunnel right here. Okay, so we had a few difficulties with the rope, so that's what took us so long, and we had a couple hiccups there. But we finally have the rope secure on the caterpillar tunnel. So let's just give you a look on the inside. I already have Salanova lettuce and green leaf lettuce transplants in here for halfway through, but we need to do the other half. So I'm gonna have the team help me out here in a little bit. But first, I have some other lettuce down there and some beds that we need to make into low tunnels. So we're gonna be working on that next. A lot going on. And I know things are just gonna be picking up and things are gonna get faster and more and busier as the spring growing season officially begins. So this is the bed they're gonna be transforming. As you can see probably down here, that's still where I have some of the block and wood that I talked about earlier that we're getting rid of. And right here is some lettuce plants that we need to protect from the cold. So I have a tarp down here, this plastic. We're gonna take the wood and block out, and we're gonna later prep this bed right here and have other plants that we're gonna put in here. But this plastic right here should extend all the way down and take care of the lettuce and protect it. For those of you who may be wondering and who may not know already, is the wood that we're using here is not pressure treated. My original plan was for this wood just to kind of break down into the soil, but as I talked to you earlier, I need to get it out just to improve efficiency. What are you doing there? You're getting muddy. Sayla's not being a good example, are you? You're helping him get in the mud? Are you being a good example of how to play in the mud? What do you think about that? Yeah? What is that? It's mud. Are you muddy? Yeah. We're gonna have a mess on our hands, aren't we? Yeah? Really? Tell me again. Yeah, your hand is dirty. Okay, now that we have the blocks and the wood out of this bed here, we're gonna go ahead and add the hoops because we're running out of daylight. I know it may not look like it, there's still sun outside, but the sun is gradually getting to the point where it's gonna be setting soon, and we need to work on dinner too. So we're gonna go ahead and put in these hoops so we can at least cover these up tonight, because it will be in the 20s, and I want this lettuce down here to be covered and protected. Somebody else decided to join me. So, here we go. Alrighty, so we just got the low tunnel, got it covered up, and I didn't tell you, way on the other end of the low tunnel, we have carrots growing. So those carrots are pretty much ready, and they'll be ready for our CSA customers. We're doing a CSA, and here's a picture of what those carrots look like. But we're just about to call it a day, and we just have one more thing to do. Since it's gonna be cold tonight, we need to cover up the caterpillar tunnel that we just got through securing with the ropes here. So we're gonna do that now, and we are going to call it a day. And one more thing before we go. If you've seen our vlog episode, Which Axe Best, I shared my experience with the LEVERAXE. And you know what? I've had the chance to use it even more since then, and I like it even more. The major reason is it doesn't get stuck in the wood. And the company has been so nice, LEVERAXE, that they have decided to extend to our viewers 15% off any of their LEVERAXE products. So we'll provide that info in the show notes below. See ya next time.